Welcome to Ananda Yoga. We're going to continue the How to Be a Success series by Paramhansa Yogananda. There's a Hong Sa technique that we worked with last week that is the Sanskrit term Hong, which means I am, Sa, which means spirit. And so I'll invite us all to breathe into our bellies as we inhale and expand. As we exhale, let go. Tuning into the Hong of I am as we open ourselves to the interior of the nature within us. Exhaling and sending that nature throughout our body, that spirited energy. I am spirit. We often think of the fact that we breathe in and that we breathe out and we expel energy, our breath, the carbon dioxide out into the air, which is true. That's how we have that symbiotic nature and relationship, collaboration with the trees. We also, though, on the interior, we are breathing into the prana that is located in the central spine. And as we exhale with the mouth closed and just out through the nostrils, we're actually sending that prana and gifting it to all the cells in the body, starting to wake them up a little bit more. And so as we inhale, we're continuing to wake ourselves up to the I am connection with God consciousness within. And as we send that and pay tribute to all the cells in the body, reminding them of that spirit, that each cell contains a heart within each. So I invite you, if you're not familiar with this technique, that you can learn it from some online classes from Ananda. You can look at anandasacramento.org. You can also pick up the Ananda meditation app for your phone, and you can utilize that on your computer and learn the Hong Sa technique and also the energization exercises, which Yogananda shared prolifically during his lifetime here in the United States. And what he shares here is he says, for the purpose of burning seeds of lurking and chronic diseases, the body battery charging energization exercises must be practiced with deep concentration and followed by the Hong Sa technique of concentration and the Om technique of meditation. In practicing these techniques, the consciousness of health, energy, and power must be kept predominant. When this power is felt throughout the body as an unquenchable flow of vitality, it must be concentrated in the brain and mind uninterruptedly for a long time. In this way, the vital power will destroy all lurking disease tendencies from the past. So let's sit for a few minutes, breathe into the body, allow the expansion, exhale and just let go and just follow your breath. Notice if you have a tendency to get drawn into your thoughts. When that occurs, just bring yourself back to your breath, very gently. My experience is this is how I bring my mind into alignment with my heart. And I often refer, instead of the mind, I'll say the brain. For the brain is one organ in the body. And there is wisdom in all of the cells of our body, especially if we have reminded them of the nature of who each one of them is. I am spirit. Expand the capacity for the body, mind, and spirit to cooperate, to collaborate. The strength, the purity of love. As you sit and breathe, I want to share with you something that Yogananda speaks of in this chapter about fear. For right now, there's a great deal of fear on our planet. So one of the techniques we're going to do tonight is to bring ourselves into that alignment with sustainability. So many people, even though we are safe in our homes, people are being pulled from one place to another. Lots of controversy out there about what is next, how our world is changing. And so our practice tonight will be about balancing that negative and positive, the pros and the cons, and bringing them into a state of balance within our own self. So first I'll share what Yogananda says about fear. Fear contaminates the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind in turn can completely destroy the willing efforts of the conscious mind. Fear throws a veil over intuition and shrouds the almighty power of your confidence and the soul's all-conquering power. When something is threatening to hurt you, do not sit idle. Do something calmly. Do something quickly. Do something, mustering all the power of your will and judgment. Will is the motive power which works the machine of activity. So in aligning our will with thy will, how do we bring ourselves into a place of stability and strength? So we balance the energy in our body. The Hong Sa technique is one way. The energization exercises are another way, and the Om meditation technique. Tonight we'll utilize the Vishnu Mudra and a alternate nostril breathing to help bring ourselves into balance. So Vishnu is the sustainer, that Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. And so Vishnu, being that sustainer, helps us to come into that very center of the pranic tube, of where the chakras orient themselves from, so that then that prana flowing in equal measure just automatically starts to clear the different levels of consciousness through the spinning wheels of light located within our body. So what we'll do is we'll form what's called the Vishnu Mudra. Bring 2 fingers on your hand into the palm. These 2 fingers then stay together in the thumb. And we'll breathe, first closing the right nostril with the thumb. Breathe in through the left nostril. Then hold at the top. Then exhale out the right nostril. Inhale through the right, bringing our focus up to the spiritual light. Hold. Exhale out the left nostril. And we'll repeat this several times. Breathing in through the left. Holding. Exhaling right. Inhaling right. Holding. Exhaling left. Inhale left. Hold. Exhale right. Inhale right. Hold. Exhale left. Inhale left. Hold. Exhale right. Inhale right. Hold. Exhale left. Inhale left. Hold. Exhale right. Relax our hands. Returning to normal breathing and observing the breath. I invite you to bring in the mantra Hong Sa. Inhaling Hong. Exhaling Sa. All of the breathing is being done through the nostrils only. The mouth is closed. Eyes gazing up at the Ajna chakra. Positive pole of the 6th chakra. It draws the energy up to that positive pole. Whatever is exhaled out through the nostril leaves the body. All else is distributed throughout the system after it's been positively infused by the spiritual eye. We're offering the very best of ourselves to all of the cells throughout our body and awakening them to the consciousness of the highest self. from the heart of every cell. We're going to bring our feet out. We're going to stay on the floor a little bit tonight to begin with. We normally do standing postures and then come down to the floor. Tonight we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to breathe in and stretch the arms up. We inhale and exhale and just offer your heart forward. Keep the back nice and long and just drop the hands to the side, palms open. Oftentimes when people go into this posture, they immediately go into surrender. And yet, what Swami taught is to draw this energy up to the heart, offer the heart forward. And as we do that, we're also then breathing in and we're receiving messages, that which is wanting to come to us, that which we are open to receive. And this could be where we're working with other people, we're living with other people, and we're also offering our heart to open and receive what they have to say, what it is that they would like to share. And that might be something that they need, and so we're listening with an open heart. We're offering our hands, not with something to give at this point, except that open heart, to receive their words. And as we do this, we affirm, I am safe. I am sound. All good things come to me. They bring me peace. Allowing ourselves to be in peace. And as we feel this peace, we have our hearts open. Then the next movement of the posture is to then surrender more fully into the giving away. And so we can stretch our hands out, reach to the toes, drop the head, relax the shoulders. If you don't reach to the toes, that's okay. Just reach to your calves or your ankles, wherever your body is ready to reach to. Wherever your body is able to surrender into. When we bow forward like this and we move into surrender, we're allowing that ego consciousness to be offered forward into service of the other. Once again, acknowledging I am safe, I am sound. All good things come to me, they bring me peace. Next exhalation, just keep your chin tucked, draw your abs in and come up with strength in your core. Breathe in, stretch up and expand that energy that you have brought to the surface and the density that you're ready to let go of. And bring your hands onto the top of the thighs, sitting up nice and tall. Breathe the shoulders up and back. Once again, just opening our hearts to receive. allowing all thoughts of my will to be open to thy will. Inhale again together. As we exhale, let's bring our right foot out to the side and the left foot in, right into the center. Feel right in the center. Oftentimes this leg wants to flop over, so we want to just straighten the leg so the femur is nice and straight. This helps to practice alignment. And then we're going to breathe in and stretch up to the sky. Bring the thumbs together like this. As we exhale, we rotate the upper torso, and again, offering our hearts forward, dropping our hands. We're not taking control. We're offering our hearts. We have a nice, strong spine. We focus at the point between the eyebrows, offering our positive energy forward, opening and keeping the heart open to hear. Exhaling that heart energy to see more clearly the highest and best good, to receive it clearly from the other. Left and right and all around, life's harmonies are mine. In this position, you might feel a pull from this other side, and so you breathe in, you exhale that inhalation, that prana, send it all the way down through that leg, stretching, allowing the resistance to let go. As Yogananda said, where our thoughts go, our energy follows. So if we think about an area that might be pulling against where we're headed, we want to breathe in and ease that resistance. Send the prana in, send that safety, that harmony. Left and right and all around, life's harmonies are mine. And then when you're ready to, you can flex that foot. You can stretch a little farther to wherever it is that you reach, accepting yourself where you are, dropping your forehead toward or to the knee. Again, never forcing, just allowing your body to surrender. To let go of my ideas and to offer myself forward into the heart, into the service for all. If you do this, you may feel more of a pull on that left side. So again, just breathe in, exhaling that prana into the areas that might be trying to hold you back from giving yourself forward. Not again to force them, to pay attention to where they are able. They may not be able to stretch as far as your brain thinks that you should. It's not about the brain forcing. It's about opening the heart and being able and willing to be present. Next exhalation, let's release the hands. Keep the chin tucked, draw the abs in. Again, coming up with strength in our core, opening to the fore. Breathe and feel. Next exhalation, we're going to glide this right hand down to the side, come into a lateral move. You can place your hand on the toe or the foot, wherever you reach, and then breathe in and bring this left arm over, relax the shoulder into a lateral move and just relax, breathe and feel. As you exhale, there's some release that goes on down in the lymphatic system on this side. So we really divert deeper in to the body conscious to clear any blocks. Clears away slow moving toxins in the body, helps them to flow out as the prana flows in. And then let's breathe in and just bring the arm up and around it first. And then lift the body. Then the body doesn't have the weight of that arm. And come up, breathe and feel. Once again, breathing only out through the nostrils. The rest of the energy flows throughout the body conscious, flowing, pure, positive prana. Connect with the affirmation of the posture. Then let's bring this leg in, left leg out. Again, straighten that foot. Now a nice deep breath, stretch up to the sky. As we exhale, rotate the upper torso, offer the heart, relax the hands on down to receive into the heart. To offer the heart forward through your eyes. You are speaking to another, you be receiving the messages, be listening with your heart. At this point now, we're listening to our own heart, offering up what it has to share, quieting the brain, quieting the thoughts, recognizing any resistance on this side, breathing into the openness of the heart, exhaling and sending that throughout this side to relax, to bring it into that harmony, left and right and all around. Life's harmonies are mine. And when you're ready to, you can stretch and you can flex that foot if you want. Stretch as far as you can, what your body feels good. Letting go of resistance. Left and right and all around. Life's harmonies are mine. Next exhalation, release the hands, tuck the chin in, draw the abs in, come up. And that central core, open, breathe and feel. If you want, you can lift your energy up and expand. Increasingly expanding into the light, who we really are. That lightness and joy, peace and harmony. Next exhalation, let's glide this hand along the top there. Breathe in, stretch up. You can flex that foot if you want to. Just relax this upper shoulder so there's no effort. Notice the body where it's tightened and breathe into the areas that are calling for you to be tight, to be aware. Breathe into those areas and exhale into those areas. Letting them know that you hear where the resistance is. Okay, becoming more and more aware of that subconscious that often holds on to fear from the past. And yet right now, we are safe. And then let's breathe in, stretch up. Just the arm at first, and then the body coming up the center. And let's come into a cross-legged position, whichever is comfortable for your body. If you'd like to draw dense energy out, feel free to do that with your hands. acting as magnets to draw that energy out. Letting it go out beyond your sphere, beyond your electromagnetic field, letting go so that your sphere is becoming lighter. Let's bring our hands together in the Anjali Mudra. We're going to do the circle of joy. So we breathe in, interlock our fingers, expanding the heart. Exhale. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale and opening it further as we bring our hands behind. Drop the shoulders so there's no efforting. Open the heart. And as we exhale, bring those hands forward and draw joy into that open-heartedness. Do this one more time. Circle of joy. Inhaling. Exhaling, expanding. Inhaling, lifting it up, rising above. Exhaling. Behind us to open ourselves further into no efforting. Breathe. Exhale, send energy out, and then breathe in and draw in joy. I am joy. I am love. I am bliss consciousness. Let's relax our hands to the side and we're going to come to a standing position.
Battery 100%. Connected to Win LVG's icon.
Nowadays, talking to us in so many ways. To a standing position here. In Tadasana, really feel the feet. Soften the knees, the body, so that you really feel the supple nature of the body, the lightness. As you sink onto your feet and are supported by the earth, feel the bones and the muscles, how they support us as well. I stand ready to obey thy least command. Let's breathe in and stretch all the way up to the sky. Exhale forward. Let's come into the active phase of the forward bend. Stretch the top of the head out, tuck the chin. Next exhalation, let's just drop the hands, drop the head. Allow the shoulders to let go of anything they've been holding onto. Nice, full, deep diaphragmatic breaths. Nothing on earth can hold me. Bending the knees, exhale, let's breathe in and stretch up to the sky again. Exhale, coming into Tadasana. Gonna spread the legs nice wide stance. And then come out like we did just now, stretching out straight like this. Tuck the chin in. And then exhale and drop the hands down to the sides. Drop the body. Next exhalation, let's bring the right arm over to the side and breathe in and bring the left arm up, looking up, just getting a nice stretch. along that right side. Next exhalation, bring that hand down. Both hands now onto your shins or ankles. Next exhalation, bring your left hand over to your right leg, right arm up, stretching, getting a nice stretch on that left side. Next exhalation, just bringing that hand on down, hands on both legs, bend your legs, bring your hands up onto your thighs and come up with strength in your legs, not stretching your back. And then let's come to a standing position. Tadasana. I'd like to invite you to get a chair or a couple of blocks, whichever works for you. I'm going to bring a chair. We're going to go into what's called Tola Trikonasana. So you want to keep this left leg just flexible, okay? The knees soft. Going to allow a nice deep breath. As we exhale, bring the left arm to the chair, lift the right leg and the right arm up. Tuck the chin in and look up. I expand fully into this moment. Sure, and relax the shoulders, the hips, the glutes. Breathing nice diaphragmatic breath in from your core, exhaling out, radiating this openness. Next exhalation, just bend that left knee a little bit. It helps you just, with flexibility, come out of the posture, back into Tadasana, breathe and feel. Breathe into the expansiveness that you feel and maybe lift it up and just send it out, radiating that openness. I expand fully in this moment. Sure, and soften the knees slightly. That helps the glutes to relax, which allows the Kundalini energy to flow with ease. The prana to flow like a river. Activating and cleansing every chakra throughout the body. Let's move to the chair to the other side. Allow a nice deep breath. And as we exhale, we move into the posture. Draw the chin in and look up. Do your best to relax your muscles, to breathe in to the prana, to spread that magnificent power and light throughout your body systems, reminding them of their lightness and joy. I expand fully into this moment. Let's exhale, come out of the posture, bend that right leg, come out, down into Tadasana, breathe and feel. And if you feel to again, breathe in, lift it up, expand fully into this moment. That's all there ever is this moment. And then the next. And the next. Because we have a chair, I'm going to invite you to sit in the chair and to do Garland Asana a little bit differently. That's the eagle pose. If you want to stand in eagle pose, feel free to go do that. And that pose is, of course, I'll just show you, that pose is like this and all that. Okay, that's the posture. We're going to do it in a chair tonight. Or today, whenever you're doing this. So you can cross the leg over and tuck it behind the calf if that works for you. And yet sometimes that doesn't work, the tucking of the calf. And sometimes this works, but sometimes this is difficult for people's bodies. So I'm going to offer another alternative. You can do this. Just notice this leg. You want to have it be as straight as possible so that it's not twisted. And what that's going to do is stretch those hip flexors, open that up, and that's a good thing to do. This is a great way to sit anytime that you can, because it helps the hip flexors open, which helps the heart open, which also helps oxytocin to flow throughout the body and us to be more at ease in the rest and digest of the parasympathetic system, which is the best place to be as much as possible. And we're going to take the right arm, breathe in, come into center, lift the gaze of the eyes up to the spiritual eye. Breathe in again and bring the other arm around, coming into this posture. If this is not possible, just do this. This is fine, whichever works for your body. The most important thing is to be able to lift the elbows up a little bit, just unlocking the heart. And as you exhale, think about the back in between, behind your heart and trapezius muscle there. And as you exhale, focus there to exhale, opening the back of the heart and letting go of the past. Being present right now with that eagle eye, tuning in to the twisted energy of entanglement, of chaos, and yet breathing into our core, that sustainability that is always running pure, positive energy through prana. In the center of life's storms, I stand serene. So since we are sitting in the center of life's storms, I am serene. And let's breathe in. As we exhale, let's expand like the wings of an eagle. Coming back to that nest, being safe. Focusing at the spiritual eye, being in tune with our intuition. Finding the openings, the opportunities, rather than focusing on the fear. I am spirit. Hong Song. Let's bring the other leg around if you want. up on the cross like we did before. And breathe in. As you exhale, breathe the other arm around. Coming together in this position, breathe and feel. Lifting those elbows up to unchain that heart. Open up the heart. Exhale through the back, letting go. In the center of life's storms, I am serene. Be sure and breathe into that diaphragm all the way up through the entanglements of the heart, up into your voice and up into the spiritual I am consciousness to rise above and move beyond. That lower consciousness that also exists, and yet we do not have to live there. And then let's breathe in, stretch those wings of an eagle. Exhale and unwind, coming back into the firm pose in a chair. Palms up on the top of the thighs. Breathe in and roll the shoulders up if you want. Exhale and just let go of any entanglements. See yourself free, gliding through that sky, rising above, in the world but not of. Next exhalation, let's bring our hands down, and I'm going to turn my chair. Since we have a chair tonight, I'm going to do a little bit of chair yoga. I'm going to sit on the edge of the chair, but where you feel safe. We're going to go into the child's pose. This is really good for when we have knees that are compromised a little bit, or it's a great way to take a little bit of a rest and rejuvenation when you're working at home on your computers or at the office, but most people aren't at the office anymore. So anyway, let's allow a nice deep breath. And as we exhale, we're just going to lower the hands down and just relax the head. Now, as you hold this position, what you might notice is if the feet resist a little bit and the muscles tighten, and that's fine. That's just the reaction. Now, what we want to do is infuse the body with the safety and the knowing that it can let go and that the floor is going to support the feet. And that you can allow the body to be more supple and just be supported by the chair, be supported by the floor, and release its resistance, because that's just the fear that thinks we're going to fall. So we breathe into the lightness, the strength of our light and prana, and we exhale it throughout the body to soften the body. Sometimes people's jaws will be tight, so notice, are your teeth clenching down? Is your tongue relaxed? And if not, just move it around a little bit. Help the body, the subconscious, relax and receive the gift of life through prana. Next exhalation, we're going to tuck the chin in, draw the abs in, and come up, lifting the head last. Then we're going to bring the hands around like this, drop the shoulders, and then as we exhale, I'm going to breathe in it one more time, and as we exhale, just slide the hands down and tuck, and you might have to come back up on your chair a little bit more and drop the chin. So this is the hare pose. Gives a nice good stretch for the shoulders and the neck. Focused at the spiritual eye, I am master of my energy. I am master of myself. Feel the stretch all the way down to the base of the spine, to the coccyx region. Drawing that energy up as you affirm, I am master of my energy. As you exhale, I am master of myself. You're distributing your mastery to all the cells. Next exhalation, let's start to come up. Again, keeping the chin tucked, drawing the abs in, coming up, bringing the chin parallel to the floor. Let's roll the shoulders up and back, opening the heart center, palms on top of the thighs in that firm pose. We'll do one more posture on the chair since we have it. We bring the hands behind here. You might move a little bit, just depending on how it feels. We're going to go into the Camel Pose, Ustrasana. So we drop the shoulders back, spine is nice and straight, feet are just comfortably placed on the floor. Also making sure you're not tucked in like this. You have nice circulation down through the legs, ankles lined up with your knees. Hands are behind, shoulders drop back, chin parallel at this moment. Lift the gaze of the eyes to the spiritual I am. Breathe in and start to lift the chin. Exhale and release any tension at the back of the neck or the shoulders. With each breath, just expanding from the belly up. Drawing that energy of fire from the solar plexus, breathing into that energy, which helps open the pathways for the water energy of the sacral region to flow, for the earth energy to be less impacted, and to allow the air energy to flow throughout your world, your subconscious world. Bringing us up into the Vishuddha, the ethereal, and up into the highest consciousness within the body. Connecting with that spiritual I am present. In calm faith, I open to thy light. Open to your light, to the truth of conscious bliss within. Satchitananda. Coming out of the posture, I invite you to release the hands, lift the shoulders so they help the neck and the head be supported. Breathe the shoulders down, bring the hands back to the firm pose, Tadasana. Relax the fingers and the thumbs so that they are being filled with that open-heartedness, flexibility, and strength. In calmness, I touch my inner strength. Next exhalation, let's come to a standing position. Do one more standing posture. And do the chair pose. So some people, when they come into the one position, they're going to come here because they don't go all the way down into the position, which is here. Okay? Whichever way you are, when you are complete, when it's time for you to come out, I invite you to breathe in and stretch all the way up onto the balls of your feet, and then come back down and stand in Tadasana and utilize pranayama, breathing up, exhaling, and really coming into your knowing, your strength and power to control that life force energy throughout and amongst the citizens of our body. So go into this posture, and at first we'll come up onto the balls of the feet, hold the hands out, focus at the point between the eyebrows, and hold a bandha at the heart. So that's a holding of the breath that accentuates the heart, so that then when we go into the next position and we open that heart, it just opens exponentially, just bursts forth. Focus at the spiritual eye. Allow a nice deep breath. Come up onto the balls of the feet. Hold the breath at the heart. When you're not ready to exhale, just come and relax the base of the spine. Very important. Relax the coccyx. No tightness in your glutes. Really depend on the balls of your feet. Focusing the point between the eyebrows. My body is no burden. It is as light as air. And then you can come to this position if this is best for your knees. Relax your shoulders if you're going to do this. You're going to go all the way down and go to this position, and also make sure that your back is nice and straight. You see, this position keeps the back straight so that the Kundalini energy can rise up the spine. This position does the same thing. It's a nice long spine and release back. When you're ready to come out, just breathe in, stretch up to the sky, up onto the balls of the feet for flexibility and strength. And then come back down into Tadasana, breathe and feel. And this is where the real movement happens, moving that prana upward and outward, expanding your life. My body is no burden, it is as light as air. Now we're going to come down onto the floor, lie down on your back. Bring the knees up. Allow a nice deep breath. Tuck the chin in. Place the hands on the knees. Open the knees out to the side. And just relax your hips. Relax your thighs. Relax your shoulders. And then we're going to move the hands either to the shins and calves, ankles, or the bottom of the feet, whichever works best for you, and stretch out into the happy baby pose. And when you do this, if you stretch out far enough, you're going to come up onto the upper thoracic of your back and really stretch the coccyx region, the legs. Puts a little pressure on the back of the heart area to soften the heart from the back side, to let go of the tension we often hold, stress and fear. Make sure your chin is tucked in so the neck is nice and long. Next exhalation, let's just come on down. Bring the feet down to the floor. And stretch out for Shavasana. And allow a gentle inhalation through the nostrils. Tense the whole body. Then exhale, mouth and nose. One more time, inhale. Tense the whole body. Exhale, mouth and nose. Turn the head side to side. Just breathe and feel. invite you to begin to awaken your body, to breathe in. Just allow the breath to flow. Begin to move your feet and toes. Your fingers and your hands. Begin to move your head gently side to side. As you breathe fully and completely into your belly, invite you to see breathing out your hands, out your feet, out the top of your head, into that five-pointed star that you are. And then let's bring one foot up to the floor and then the other. One knee up to your chest and then the other. And rock side to side. And rock to your right and just cradle your head for a moment. Bring yourself up to an upright position. As we listen to these words from Yogananda that he wrote so many years ago and so applicable in this time that we are in, for all time. Destroy the desire for luxury. Learn to use less expensive things in an artistic way, while believing that you are a child of God and that you have all the prosperity of God and the earth behind you. As a child of God, and especially when by meditation you change from a prodigal son to a true son of God, you will know that whatever God has, you also have. Reduce luxuries. Think of yourself as a child of God. Think of all nationalities as your brothers. Seek prosperity for yourself and for others. Develop the creative thought of success every day after deep meditation. Therefore, seek prosperity not only for yourself and your family, but for a wider group of friends, for your country, and for the world. Invite us to bring our hands together at the heart center and to open our hands up into the Camel Mudra, where you have your pinkies and your thumbs together and an open vessel in your heart to receive. And let's allow a nice deep breath as we receive these gifts from God. And as we exhale, let's raise those gifts up into the Sahasrara. My thoughts and energies rise to greet the sky. And as we breathe in, let's stretch up and offer those up into the cosmos. And as we exhale, let's open our hands and fill our sphere of consciousness with these gifts, this peace and harmony. And as we relax our hands, let's open our heart to receive with every breath we receive. And with every breath we give back. In balance, in strength, in harmony. Bring our hands together. Hari Om Tat Sat. Goodbye for now.